Hello, righty tighty. So, that was Stronger Monsters from Undertale as reimagined by the people at Siva Gunner. And I'll put a link to that in the VOD description. Okay. So, today I'm drawing the thumbnail, as the title says, for a very special Spyro video. Or, yeah, as the title says, I did say that right, didn't I? Yeah, well, you know, I was hoping that this one goes well, but, you know. Anyway, yes, welcome, Doug. I've got the sketch mostly done. This is what I left for myself the other day. It's got a couple of things I would like to fix before I move on to the line art. But, yeah, I trust myself to do the line art on stream because that's the most mindless part, so yeah, could be fun. Might have some fun conversations in chat one day. Anyway, let's pop the music back on and get started. Oh my goodness, it's a Beatles one. Okay, I should get the distraction panel. There we go. Alright. Okay. Yeah, as it says, I forgot to, well, I didn't forget, I couldn't be bothered at the time, I didn't put the wings in. That Sparks might be a bit big as well, not sure. But yeah, okay. Get rid of that. Rare Lin dragon drawing. I know, it is kind of rare nowadays, isn't it? I should draw more dragons. Can't hear myself think. Okay. Yeah, considering that was what got me started on the whole furry thing to begin with. I mean, kind of. I always liked dragons a lot. You know, Shrek was definitely a formative film for me. Not because I found the dragon attractive, she always had a bit of a weird face for me, but you know, it definitely made me think, a girl dragon, what an intriguing concept. Yeah, I've been really meaning to draw Yera. I mean, it's been 5 years, so it's been 5 years! She was my favourite OC. I haven't drawn her in 5 years. Which is funny considering, you know, I'm putting this Spyro compilation to celebrate the 5th anniversary of that playthrough. Right, I should... Yes, I need to find my reference images again. The Shrek dragon is one of the worst things having an awakening over. How dare you? I object to that. And I don't think she was my awakening. You know, assuming I even did have any singular awakening. Because I kind of don't feel like I did. Gordon Bennett. Yeah. Why does Chrome always log me out of everything? Oh. I just remembered there's been a scare recently where people have typed their passwords into things on stream and then people have used AI to figure out what the password is based on what sound their keyboard made. I mean, I don't think I need to worry about that, but... something to bear in mind, I suppose. Right, so it should be in this folder. Yes. Apparently it is real. And I don't know either. Like, considering everyone types in a different way anyway. Like, I've never heard of someone using 3 fingers to type, but that's what I do. So, who knows? Yeah, I want to get a reference for what Spyro looks like in Enter the Dragonfly. Very derpy. No, not as derpy as I've made him here. Okay, so... yeah, his hair is a bit spikier at the back. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. No, it doesn't matter that much. Okay. Yeah. He's looking, good. Right, so I got rid of that tangent there. I feel like there was something else I wanted to do. Ah. Yeah, this arm is too small. Oh. That's two Pizza Tower songs in a row. Okay. I never learned to type properly, I just used 2 fingers. Oh, actually, yeah, that's the point. I thought 2 fingers was the quote-unquote proper way, but it's not. What am I doing? Arm, yes. Go on, Bennett. Look. Oh. There we go. Actually, no, I kind of do want it to be lengthened. How long should this be? 8 fingers? I suppose it is. Oh, boy. You know. And who cares what the typing elitists have to say? I think that's about right. Looking at my own forearm. Yeah. It's entirely possible some proportions are out of whack since I didn't draw the entire thing here, but that's fine. And anything else aside from the wings? No, it's looking pretty good, I think. Okay. Well, here we go. Actually, how big should Sparks be? It does look like he's... I mean, it looks like he's about the right size. He looks too big because he's... You know, I scaled both of us down so that we could actually fit on Spyro's back, but... Ooh, Starlight Zone. It is a little bit cramped here. That was a nice curve. You know, I've been drawing furry art for a decade now, I suppose, in one way or another. So I know a good curve when I see one. Yeah. Your Spyro collection? No, I didn't know you had one. I'm not sure what should be going on here, like... Scroll, please. Scroll, please! Thank you. That maybe? I don't know. Oh yeah, and his mangled foot as well. Oh, I hate drawing feet. Apparently I'm good at it. No, I don't want to have the third art stream out of 3 be have another discussion about how my art keeps getting added to foot fetish collections. Oh, okay. I'll have a look then. Some artists look... Oh, yeah, don't I know it? Don't I know it? I don't, though. They're very hard to draw. I mean, I think if anything, human feet would be easier because, you know, I've got some examples I can just look at, you know, but like just, you know, just 2 of them specifically under my desk, but when it's like a fantasy creature like this, like nothing like this exists in real life. And I could look at other furry art for reference, but I don't really want to Google that, you know? Sorry, I'm just trying to recognise the song. I was kind of thinking, you know, I'd cover the foot up with the wing, but that might not be viable. I mean, that actually looks okay. That would make people think you... Well... I mean, I would hope they... I would keep it to myself if I was Googling it. Unless you were talking about something else. Gordon Bennett. Why is this so hard? Oh, I should have remembered that I left this for myself, so I would have done this off stream before this, but oh well. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I think... Oh yeah, Spyro's wings. Oh. It was really upsetting when I did most of this sketch going, this looks really good, and then I realised there was no room for his blooming wings, so I've got to put them under... Just have us be sitting on them awkwardly. Right, let's... Okay. I think I'll do a new layer, honestly. It doesn't need to be, yeah, I think I'll, fudge it a bit. Make it smaller than... Make them a bit smaller than they should be and just be like, you know, they're being obscured, it doesn't really matter. As much as I do like wings, they are a nuisance. Both to draw and to think about the logistics of them. Like, you know, anytime a character who wears clothes has wings, then it's like, oh no, how do I figure this out? I mean, Spyro's a proper little nudist, he's never worn clothes, but that still doesn't stop these wings being awkward to figure out to draw. It's close enough. Oh. Alright, this bit's actually visible, so I can put a bit more detail into this. Actually, I don't know what this song is. I'm gonna... Whoops. No. Oh. It's from an Earthbound ROM hack. Okay. I guess this is one of those ones that I just added because I like the way it sounded. Okay. That should be fine. That should be fine. Did you post your Spyro collection? I was looking for it in the server, but it's not there. Unless you meant you would post it after the stream. Gordon Bennett. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Oh, right, it's Wii Sports, of course it is, I think. Yes, of course it is. Oh, what a classic. Pushing a bit? Okay. So how many Spyro games have you played then? I've only played Spyro 1, both the Reignited and the original version. Spyro 2 Reignited. Not Spyro 3, I never got around to that. Enter the Dragonfly, of course. What a disaster. My brother played Season of Ice as well. As we said in the playthrough, a moment which I kept in because it was slightly amusing that he did get an actual cartridge copy of Season of Flame, the sequel, but that although it said good condition, it was actually, the cartridge was covered in baby teeth marks and it didn't actually work. Why do Dragon Wings have to be so hard? Spyro 1, 2, 3, both original and reignited. Dawn of the Dragon and... Oh. Wait, so you mean you're giving Eternal Night to someone as a Christmas present? Oof. Well, based on what I've heard about that one. Yeah, well, I hope they enjoy it, if that is the case. I hate this. Of course I would leave the hardest part to do on stream when I'm not warmed up yet. Both the foot and the wings. What on earth was I thinking? Oh, you're getting it as a Christmas present. Oh boy, well. Again, based on what I've heard about that one, I hope you enjoy it. Oh, right, so it's... Right, it's a present for this year, which you just haven't officially received yet. I see. Oh, that will just have to do. Or will it? Oh. Spyro never folds his wings, so I don't know what they're supposed to look like when they're folded. Alright, I'm just going to hide that and do the lines for the rest of it and warm myself up a bit more. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, you're buying Christmas presents for yourself? That Christmas is confusing. Okay. Right. Bibbidi bobbidi. Oh, nope. Right. Let's draw the boys first. I do have to make the lines a bit thicker since it's a thumbnail. Don't know what that was. Yeah, the RimWorld music, I didn't even notice. Just so used to hearing it now. Okay, not sure what I just did there. Because your parents don't know half the stuff you want. Well, then I was, you know, autism brain makes me ask, well, wouldn't a logical thing to do would be to just buy it for yourself and then just have it, but... Like, I'm imagining you gathering around the tree on Christmas morning and unwrapping Spyro the Eternal Light and going, oh, what a thoughtful gift from myself. How did I know? You know? Oh, they're okay, they're giving you the money for it. Right, okay. Now I somewhat get it then. Oh, right, I just remember what this is. It's a Beach Boys song. Yeah. 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 Well, I've heard that Dawn of the Dragon is the quote-unquote good one of the trilogy. I considered playing that because I was thinking about doing furry games for, you know, growing my brand, as it were. And not only is Dawn of the Dragon considered the best of the trilogy, it's also the one with Cinder in it. You know, the actual good-looking Cinder, and not the stumpy little gremlin. Well, I mean, she's only like that for about 5 minutes total of screen time, because you only see her like that at the very end of A New Beginning, and then she's barely in the Eternal Night. But, you know, I suppose corrupted Cinder might also be your thing. Yes. I suppose I can't be too perfectionist on this because the video comes out in 4 days. Oh boy. Time is of the essence. I think that's plenty of time even for me, but you know, there's no complex anatomy in this aside from the stupid wings. And the feet, I suppose. But anatomy is always the thing that takes the longest to get right. And these lads are all rendered in a more cartoony style. Isn't she guilty about the stuff she did? I think that's the reason she gives for bunking off right at the beginning. Oh, this is great. They recreated a bit in the original song with the sound of Boney barking from the game. Yeah. So I did think about playing that, but it would be cumbersome because it's a PS3 game. I don't know which is easier to emulate. It's like I never had 7th gen consoles aside from the Wii, and I don't really want to buy one just for one game. So, actually I don't even know if it was on Xbox 360. But PS3 would be the nicer looking version. Though, you know, probably not by much. Where? Push off. Yeah, it's fair enough. I'm not a physical media type of person. Like, I'm not fussy about it. Well, I mean, yeah, if I can get physical for a new game over digital, then I will, for obvious reasons. But, you know, as any physical enthusiast will tell you, but I'm not fussy about it being on the original hardware. Some people will say they can't emulate DS stuff because it's not the same. It's like, what? It's literally just better. It looks way better. And you get to sit comfortably and do it instead of hunching over a tiny little screen. So, I don't know. Now, at this point, 7th gen stuff is old enough where I would be comfortable just emulating it without owning the original. That's way out of print now. Feel old yet? Definitely go with PS3 version, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Oh. Yeah, and don't those consoles only do 720p anyway? It's a slight better than, you know, 192p on DS, but oh, that was oddly perfect. Emulation is important for game preservation? Oh yeah, definitely. Absolutely, absolutely. Like, another thing that's, yes. I mean, we know in general at this point that we can't trust corporations to archive their own stuff properly. You know, as Doctor Who fans, we should know that. But, yeah, recently things have been getting taken off streaming services, and it's like, well, that was streaming only to begin with. So now it doesn't exist anymore. Oh, great. I guess we're never watching that again. So, we actually have to rely on pirates, essentially, to illegally download it. Is that... Actually, I don't think that's something you could even do, is it? Yeah, the PS3 had a lot of models. Like, oh, this one emulates PS2. Oh, this one doesn't. This one's really unreliable. This one's better. This one's really ugly. This one's less ugly. What is this? I'm pretty sure I asked this last time I heard it as well. Excuse me. Okay, it's a song called Buddy Holly. It's not by Buddy Holly, but I don't know who it is by. Weezer, right. You might have to pirate Tales of the TARDIS. I don't think I'm going to bother watching that, to be honest. I mean... Yeah, I don't know why they're... I'm sure they're going to do something to make Doctor Who more accessible to American viewers, since they've made a huge deal about putting everything on iPlayer. But then it's like, oh, wait, only Brits get to take advantage of that. You're making a... They're framing it as, look, now everyone can access the whole archive and it's super easy and convenient. Yes. Except if you live in the rest of the world. Yeah. That's the other option, a VPN. I was just reading the latest issue of Doctor Who magazine earlier and getting really excited because they're previewing all the episodes that are coming up. Because it's actually happening now, finally. Which is wild. After the long, long wait. After several years of Doctor Who just being kind of and then it's the announcement of, oh, Russell T Davies is coming back, and David Tennant, and Catherine Tate. And they're adapting a classic comic story as well from said magazine. Wow. And they're bringing back the Toy Maker. Been pretty tight-lipped about the other special though, in between them. They're saying it's going to be very emotional. I have to say, after the things I've been saying, I'm quite nervous for poor old Donna. Goodness knows how they're even going to have it be okay for her to remember the Doctor still. Even for just a little while. Yeah. It should be on Disney Plus. I hope for your sake. Yeah, the specials are coming out on 25th and then the 2nd and 9th of December. So, later than I expected. I would have thought that the first one would be early in November and then the third one would be on the big day, but they're all after the big day. But he still told us, RTD still told us to watch out for the 23rd, so they're presumably doing something on that date. Yes, that is a Thursday actually. So I could stream on that day. I could finally finish off White 2. Actually, the top of the eye should be visible to sell his expression better. There you go. Do it. Well, I should have done it a long time ago, since I recorded most of that in 2021. Actually, I should. Do this without lines. There we go. No, that's all behind his hand. Oh. This is what comes of having multiple sketches on different layers. You forget which the actual final line is supposed to be. Well, that was surprisingly painless. I mean, no matter what I do with White 2 now, it's going to be in a slightly awkward spot with regard to my channel. Kind of in a transitional state at the moment. Like figuring out what I want to do with YouTube. I've been wittering on about it non-stop in the Discord, but yeah, I'm going to try to fix my thumbnail and title game for the last few episodes. Though I still think the 25-minute format is maybe a little dated now. Which is a shame, but you know, I'm going to try long-form stuff, and I like watching long-form stuff as a viewer, so I mean, that works for me. There aren't many alternatives, well, to YouTube, but that's not quite what I meant. I imagine if there was a YouTube alternative, then the meta would be pretty similar. Well, I'm glad you think I would do well as a reviewer, but I mean, that's a whole other thing. You need to like have a whole different headspace for that. You need to be, you know, you don't just cut loose and have fun if you're. I mean, for a while the bread and butter of gaming YouTube was comedic reviews. Well, yeah, that goes all the way back to AVGN, but uh-oh. There it is. But yeah, if I was going to review stuff, then I'd want to be legit about it, I suppose. I don't know. I don't trust myself to be funny. Oh, Gordon Bennett, now the elbow is tangenting. Yeah, we all got rickrolled. Get over there. Oh, I forgot it did that. Oh my goodness, have I really been live for nearly 50 minutes? Wow. Is that really, I guess that's really how slowly I do line art then. Oh, was I in the middle of saying something? Just talk about things you like. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be like, I suppose I would review Doctor Who, and I did think about doing a ranking of all the Godzilla films, but I think it would be kind of too much effort even to rank them all for me. I would have to watch all 36 of them again, and there's 37 of them now, and that's coming out. It's not coming out until next month in the UK, but that's another thing to really look forward to. If you're a fan of Doctor Who and Godzilla, then you're eating good at the moment. And well, I happen to be both of those. Pokemon not eating quite so good, but that's another matter. Also, Spyro fans not eating so good at the moment. And the Reignited trilogy was great, but there's just hasn't been a peep out of them since. Some people, I don't know why, but some people want a remake of Enter the Dragonfly as the next Spyro game, and it's like, why? I mean, I get, yeah, they could do it properly this time and make it better and make it actually finished, but it would still be a bland game. Like, being unfinished wasn't its only problem. Why would you want, why wouldn't you want something better? You could have a remake of Enter the Dragonfly that is actually pretty good, but it would be better to just start fresh with something new, you know? And poor old Spyro has had a rougher time of it than he really deserved. Oh, Oh, push off. Enter the Dragonfly, Shadow Legacy, the Legends series, depending on who you ask. Skylanders. Spyro Orange, come to think of it. Man, he's really had more misses than hits. Yeah, well, I mean, even Crash didn't have it much better off. And it's astounding how many similarities there are between the two series up until the 5th game. Like, they had their original trilogy on the PS1. The first one was good, but it was a little unpolished, a little basic. Then the second one is the fan favourite of the trilogy. It had a fuller story, better controls, etc. And the third game was a bit more divisive, because it was, again, really polished, but the developers were getting bored, so they shoved more gameplay styles in, and it worked for some people and not for others. And then, the 4th and 5th game come out on the next console generation, not from the original developers. Oh, this song. And one of them is considered pretty good and the other is considered pretty terrible, and one of them is not finished. It's just that in Crash's case, it was the 5th game that was the unfinished one. But it is true that Crash has been getting the more attention recently. Oh yeah, and they both got put in Skylanders as well. Yes. Okay. It's supposed to erase up to the intersection, but I can zoom. Sometimes I can zoom in this far, and oh, the lines don't quite intersect, so it erases the whole thing. So annoying. Anyway, unrelated to anything. Okay, not sure what that was. Oh, actually, I learned recently that there's a ruler tool that actually does curved lines as well, so you can do smooth curves without having to use the shape tool and it be the same line thickness and really ugly. So maybe I should figure that out. Yeah, it is Istanbul. Franchises like Skylanders may see a resurgence again. Frankly, I hope not. We're better off without Toys to Life. It was a shame that things like LEGO Dimensions, which brought together so many... Really? You're telling me these two lines don't intersect? Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Look how close they are. Look how close they are. I'm at 3000% zoom. And they just barely miss each other. Let me... Ooh. Oh, now they intersect. Thank you. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, Toys to Life was always just predatory. At its core, it was the very essence of getting kids to buy useless shiny toys. There was no stronger example ever, probably. Normally video games are mostly free from that. But no. The Daleks invading Lego City is canon. I didn't know that was a thing. That's really funny. Yeah, they put so much effort into Lego Dimensions. They got all those franchises. They got, you know, actual actors actually reprising their roles. You know, Peter Capaldi actually comes in to play the Doctor. But no, they came in too late. And that was, you know, we finally got official Doctor Who Lego. Oh yeah, this is happening, by the way. Funny Flintstone. But at the end of the day, it was still Toys to Life. Yeah, loot boxes are actually really high up there as well. I don't know, it's just something that about Toys to Life that particularly rubs me the wrong way. That you're actually, it's not just for something in the game. It's something that's actually going to clog up your shelf in real life. That's just useless, aside from the game. But that's just me. You know, I've push off. Like, oh, look at that! Look at that again! They're so close. Whatever. They should add a sensitivity option for man. They have a closed gap for the fill tool, so why not? Anyway, just artist things. I mean, you know, some quote-unquote something nice to put on your shelf. That's, yeah. I think I was interrupted from saying this by the stupid line thing again, but yeah, that's just me not really seeing the point in collecting things for the sake of collecting them. Like, they have to serve some practical purpose for me, otherwise it's just a waste. Like, the only reason I spent so much money on all those stupid Godzilla films was because, you know, so I could watch them. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Spyro. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know if they even did look good though, especially not the Spyro model. To this day. Like, the world may never know just why they decided to make him so ugly. Yeah, we thought we had it bad in Into the Dragonfly. I say we, you know, as if I wasn't decades late to the party. Or singular decade, a decade and a half maybe. Enter the Dragonfly was like 2002, right? Yes. Thank you, IMDb. The reference image I had open had the date on it. So yeah, I was 16 years late to play it. Wow. And that's another anecdote that I told in the playthrough, that Into the Dragonfly was the first Spyro thing I ever saw being played. I was at someone's house and they were playing it on their PS2, I didn't even know it was Enter the Dragonfly for years until I tried figuring out, which was that one Spyro game with the ice slide in it? And it turns out said ice slide is pretty infamous. It was certainly a nightmare for me. It took up a whole episode. And then some. I tried to keep the juiciest bits for the compilation. And not too much of the boring in-between stuff. Like, some of it's necessary to connect everything together, but... At the moment it's sitting at 2 hours and 24 minutes, so, you know, future viewers, maybe it's different for you. Yeah, I saw the notification pop up. I'll take a look at it in a second. I wanted it to be a fairly comprehensive look at the whole game as well. Warts and all, for there are a great many warts in Enter the Dragonfly. Push off. Oh, let's see how close the lines are now. Yeah. What a surprise. Neat. I mean, that such a small intersection doesn't even matter anyway, but I'm a perfectionist, alright, cut me some slack. Yes, I'm aware of the irony in that statement. Oh, okay. Yeah, there they are. Oh, I see. You got two versions of Spyro 3. There's Dawn of the Dragon. Oh, yeah, I forgot that was on PS2 as well. Yes. So, was it on Xbox? Actually, no, I think I looked that up and it wasn't. Oh no, it was. Okay. Oh. PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, and mobile. 2008. Yes, something tells me that didn't bear much resemblance to the... Oh boy, review scores were not good. I mean, Caddy loved this game, so... Mobile, yeah. I'm guessing that's Java phones. Actually, hang on a minute. Maybe there's a video of it. Mobile version. Alright, Donkey Kong, shut up for a second. Let's watch it together. That is... Oh. Okay, that was just the person's intro or something. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's Hunter, is it? If you say so. Actually, I guess this probably looks even worse on the stream. Yeah. Actually, I can't even tell if that's the version of Spyro from the previous two games, or Dawn of the Dragon. It could be either. Yeah, he kind of looks like he did in the previous two games, oddly enough. Game Boy games. This came out in 2008. Yeah, oh yeah, oh my goodness. And the Java game thing, the Java mobile game thing of you get sound effects or music and not both. Dear. license it out to a third party. Well, absolutely. I wouldn't expect anything else from them. Okay. Right, Donkey Kong, you can resume now. Who, what? What? There was a DS version as well? Okay, but that's not listed. I guess it was even more different somehow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the console versions were developed by some French name which I can't pronounce, and the mobile version was made by the Mighty Troglodytes. And given that their name isn't a link, I can guess how successful their studio was. Boy. So yeah, if I did play Dawn of the Dragon, that's right. That's a dilemma I was facing where I could do the Wii version because that would be really easy to emulate. But it would also look way worse. And have annoying motion controls, actually. Well, probably, anyway. But the PS2 version... I mean, I probably could emulate that just fine, but... That's got to be one of the best developer names I've ever seen. I see what you mean now. What a waste of a good name. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't think they would have gone very far with a name like that, no matter what they did. Whatever. How does this even look? How? I mean, you know, again, it's not real life, but... Oh, that's so annoying. So is this. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it looks so much better. It's just a question of emulation quality for me. Because I saw one of those, whoa, 4K, 60 FPS emulator videos that gets put on YouTube. And even that looks pretty glitchy for the PS3 version. Oh, Emily's cat had a baby. Or babies. Very cute. Very very cute. There we go. I've fulfilled my social obligations for the day. Oh yeah, I meant to draw a little guy to put in the corner of my screen for art streams. But that just kind of didn't happen. It's not strictly necessary, but it would be nice, I suppose. Good enough. Spyro's hair is an annoying shape. But yeah, emulation is getting better all the time, so... Back in 2019 when I played Pokemon Moon, like, people's faces kept on disappearing in that. But now when I play it on Citra, it looks perfectly fine. And it runs way better too. The Dolphin's been pretty golden since pretty much day one. So that... Oh. that would be the no-brainer if I wanted convenience. It would be... Oh, no. I don't mean glitchy as in there were bugs in the game. I mean, there were like polygons distorting and glitching across the screen and stuff, like flashing stuff which definitely was not in the original. Also, I think the stream is way behind because I was definitely talking about that a couple of minutes ago. Hey Doug, could you do me a favour? Say sausage in chat right now. Okay. That's really weird then, because my YouTube live thing is showing, like, on here, it only just went back to the to this screen from the mobile gameplay video I showed like a second ago. So, but you're only like 15 seconds behind for me, so I don't know what on earth happened there. Normally when that's way behind, it means the chat is as well, so that's weird. Oh no, the wings. Oh. Yeah, okay, well I'm a bit more warmed up now, so I suppose I should have a go at that.
Yes, hello. I was wondering if you could play that song again.
Which one, man?
The one that goes beep boop bop beep bop.
I love Siva Gunner. They're giving us so many musical gifts. Oh. Yeah. No, like, a latency of 10 to 15 seconds is what's normal. See, I upgraded my stream bitrate for this, and YouTube is yelling at me saying the stream's current bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate, so I was wondering if that would make the latency worse. But if you're only... You encountered Robot Crabs A. Yeah, but like... 10 to 15 seconds, that's fine, that's normal. So it's just the stream preview that's way behind. Like, I'm just drawing the line art on the boy's feet now. That was like 10 or 15, that was like 5 or 10 minutes ago. But you're right up to date, so I don't know what is going on there. Right. Oh boy, that doesn't look good. Let's fix it. Zoink. I still have to figure it out. Let's do it over here. Oh, it's another Beatles one. Let's go. Yeah, Spyro's wings are a little weird. They don't have, Wow, that was really easy. Yeah, that goes to show how much of a difference being warmed up makes. because for maximum realism, dragon wings should have like a membrane of skin here, linking up to the body, but Spyro doesn't. It's weird. But his wings are very basic when it comes to dragon wings anyway. There's no little claw here or anything. Oh, my throat. No, you haven't met my brother. And, well, unless you mean watching the video, then, yeah. But he's not the person he was. He's rather a more sullen fellow nowadays. Getting him to record again, I mean, we just don't have as much of a connection anymore, which is sad. It's, you know, he's a teenager. And even if I did get him, even if he was eager to record again, then we sound very similar nowadays. So I don't know how I would figure out the logistics of that. Oop. But he's still my brother. No matter if he views me with disdain for being a furry. So I would, maybe when he's gone through his angst stage, yeah, that's what I would think to do. I've definitely entertained the thought of going back eventually to finish the game, because it really struck me as how sad it was that we got so close, but then I just left it too long. These things don't make any sense anatomically. What am I supposed to do with this? It's no wonder they never had him fold his wings. Even if you do them properly, then the anatomy is almost impossible to understand. Right, let's just try this and see. And see, you know. I guess I should. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Dear. Sorry. Draw this leg first. Again, I love Sivaga. Even when they get fixated on a really annoying or disgusting joke, they'll always deliver the goods eventually. Have you watched any of the Spyro videos, by the way, Dirk? And I wouldn't expect you to. They're kind of old by this point, and though they are among my best videos, my most entertaining videos still, there's definitely a lot of stuff which did not need to be left in them that was. I've gotten so much better at editing now. We recorded 7.5 hours of footage, and 5 or 5.5 of those ended up on screen, and now under 2.5 are in the highlights, so... think you have. Well, I mean, now is probably the worst time to watch them because then you'd be spoiled for the much better version of them. It's going to be out in 4 days. But, I mean, I guess you could... I don't know what the best episode is. If you did go to watch one of them, I think it would be episode 16. Honey Marsh was, oof. That was definitely the highlight of the playthrough. Too late, I haven't pulled up already. Oh. Alright. I think I mean, you know, that's still perfectly fine to watch. It is quite embarrassing, though, how whenever we started a new session, I would just be yakking on about what I did off screen in the most boring manner possible, and he was clearly really bored as well, but, you know, trying to still be entertaining for the viewers. You know, I wasn't. So, none of that in the highlights compilation. Yeah, that's the thing. He was such a good sport in general, even when I was cranky in those recording sessions. He made them. It wouldn't have been possible without him at all. I don't know if any of the things I said were half as funny as the things he said. And he's still got a good sense of humour now, it's just a different sense of humour. His current thing is cursed recipe videos on TikTok. And I know you hear TikTok and go, oh, but it's he does image slideshows of him preparing revolting recipes and calling them like, oh, this is traditional cuisine. I guess I can spoil this one because it got taken down for some reason. Oh yeah, I would never delete them. I would absolutely regret that. That's always my policy with my old stuff. It stays up unless it's absolutely dreadful. But yeah, he did this one where he showed a piece of bread, and then he showed ketchup spread on the bread, and then he showed... And this is all set to a Justin Bieber song, by the way. And then he showed the plate with the bread on it on the floor, and him stretching out his feet, holding a knife and fork, ready to eat it. And then his foot holding the fork with a bit of bread on it, ready to eat it, and then cut to gravestone. I mean, maybe the way I describe it isn't so funny, but it was hilarious. And it kind of started to go viral. It got over 100,000 views, but then TikTok took it down. Maybe it was because it had feet in it. I don't know. Maybe because some people are indeed weird about feet. Just subbed. Well, hello, Imaginary Land V. What is that? Well, welcome to the stream. Hope you would enjoy the drawing, and, you know, assuming you stick around for the video when that comes out in a few days, that you enjoy that as well. TikTok hates feet. Maybe. And considering all the harmful stuff they allow on their platform. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's such a good... Okay, that one's really good. That's a deep cut. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one's a meme classic though. It's 1-2 oatmeal, except it's actually on beat and in tune now. which, as you might guess from how chopped up it is, was a bit of a Herculean task. Is that even how you pronounce that? I can't tell if your playlist is cursed or not. Thank you. This is my dedicated stream playlist. It's got a right old mix of actually good stuff and then, you know, things to make people go, what on earth is that? It's nice? Well, thank you. How did I draw his eyes? It's been 5 years since I drew this little guy, so I'm only having to refresh my memory. That's the wrong folder, it's going to be in the YouTube folder. Oh, it's so hard to navigate my stupid folder system while I'm streaming. Resources? No. Video graphics? Right. Excuse me. A bold choice for dedicated stream list. Ah, it's a conversation starter. Okay, I just did his eyes the normal way. Do you know the story behind this song, by the way? It's quite interesting how it, you know, you actually figure out why it turned out the way it did. Anything I do? Well, so that's 1-2 Oatmeal. It was originally by this German guy, and so he originally made this song about Kirby in German. And like, I'm gonna need to pause the music for a second so I can properly explain this. So in Germany they have Eins, zwei Haferbrei, which is kind of like 1-2 buckle my shoe in English, but that literally translates to 1-2 oatmeal. So he translated his own song. What on earth happened there? He translated his own song to English, but did it literally. And so it just goes 1-2 oatmeal. And it makes 0 sense. And it became a meme because everyone was like, what on earth is that supposed to mean? So there you have it. Oh, this is a good one as well. Ow. Okay. He's looking good. If you've been following my art, then a bit of a telltale sign that this guy is an older design is that he just has plain black eyebrows. You know, normally nowadays I like to do more, you know, eyebrows that aren't just lines. You know, of all the little details to fixate on, but it's true. If I made him now, then I definitely would not draw him like that, but if I was going to redesign, like we kind of collaborated on the design of his persona, so I would need to, in good conscience, consult him again if I was going to redesign anything. But I think they still look, I still think the two of them fit reasonably well together. Gosh off. There you go. I just had to make horrible noises at it and then it worked. Undertale songs slap, they do indeed. For all the reasons for Undertale to be iconic, you know, soundtrack is definitely up there. It's got so much going for it. And people complained about the fan base, but it's like, what? Have you never been a fan of anything else ever? I never thought the fan base was that bad. At worst, well, aside from the horrible cringeworthy stuff, I feel like their worst crime was just being overly excited about the thing they like and inserting it into everything else. Which, again, that's kind of what fan bases do. It's cursed Wii Sports. I might remove this from the playlist. It kind of sounds nice, but yeah, I think I will. It's one of those cases where it's Nintendo music, so I wouldn't want to just have the original in my playlist because it would probably get claimed. Or blocked, even. To be honest, only the Rule 34 is weird in fan bases. Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough. There are always the weirdos who do cringeworthy stuff. I don't think, as a species, we're ever going to truly move on from the concept of self-insert, you know, shipping yourself with the characters, like that kind of thing. What is this? Nice. And I wouldn't even say the Rule 34 is weird for some things, because the creators were clearly asking for it in some cases, but it's definitely one of the things that you would be less proud of. You did it on the wrong mode. I mean, no, some people would definitely be more proud of it, but you know, that's on them. That's their prerogative, but not for me, thank you. If only the liquefy tool works on vector lines, because they could make it recalculate where the points are if they really put their minds to it. Same as they could make vector lines have a fill, vector layers have a fill option, because that is something vectors can do, so I don't know why CSP can't do it. It's just a nice song. Oh yeah, I thought I was having before. So for Nintendo music, it's I'll have remixes and stuff like this one. While I do kind of enjoy listening to the Wii Sports theme in minor, I don't think it's such a great fit for the playlist. I mean, Silver Gunner is really a blessing for people trying to make copyright-free playlists as well. That's another reason why I put so much of their stuff on here. Like, there's another Beatles one as well. Perfect example just came on. Playing a Beatles song on stream. You think you'll get claimed for playing a Nintendo song? Woof. Play a Beatles song on stream. Paul McCartney would then own the soul of your firstborn. Yeah, you do need to be careful with the copyrighted stuff. It's annoying, because even when it's fair use, they don't care. So even people who are doing educational music-related stuff can't play more than 2 seconds. They can't even play 2 seconds for some artists, like the Beatles, for instance, but... Actually, I don't remember. Watched a couple of... what's that guy called? Is it David Bennett? The guy who does piano stuff. I watched a few of his. He's a Beatles enjoyer, as am I. I've been going for an hour and a half. Play Beatles song to die instantly. Yes. Oh, you're telling me these aren't intersecting. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that! Look how close they are! What it doesn't matter! So stupid. Just do that. Oh yes, another excuse to continue that thought from earlier. Plock is one of those old games which I think I could just put the actual soundtrack on my playlist because nobody cares about it anymore. In fact, the main reason people even talk about Plock is because of its soundtrack, so might as well, right? So one of the few times I've managed to impress my brother in recent years is when I played a Plock song for him. And he was like, what is this? But then he was like, what? Why is this actually so good? I think I like to draw separate claws nowadays, so even though I didn't for him originally, I think I will, and I'll just... Oh, I don't know what colour I'll make them. I'll figure it out. He's got like a claw-ish colour in his palette already. Push off. You are not So annoying. Yeah, that's... stick out enough. Yes, and another thing about one of the other few times I impressed my brother recently was actually a relatively currently relevant thing, because it was about because the Toymaker's coming back in Doctor Who, and the questionably the most, like older Doctor Who episodes have aged fairly well, but sometimes they haven't. And in the Celestial Toymaker, the Toymaker's original appearance, then there's actually an N-word, because someone does the old eeny, meeny, miny, mo, where instead of saying catch a tiger by the toe, they say catch something else by the toe. And I've actually watched the telesnap reconstruction of that since those episodes are missing, and it's really weird because he mumbles the whole thing. I mean, it isn't the Doctor saying this, to be clear, or the Toymaker for that matter. It's just it's the King of Hearts from the playing cards. But he mumbles the entire thing indistinctly, so you only recognise it by the rhythm, but he makes sure to pronounce the N-word properly. And my brother thought that was hilarious. I mean, it kind of is, but it's also really messed up. It makes me wonder what they'll do if they do an animated version of that episode. Because now Russell T Davies has gone and reignited interest in that episode, and it's like, well, now what? If people look up the original, they're going to be shocked. And they're also going to be shocked by how boring it is. Yes, the Toymaker is a good concept, but his original story was not good. Yes, and it is true that Celestial was also an old-timey slur for Chinese people. So when, you know, you see the Celestial Toymaker and he's wearing Mandarin robes, he's not called Celestial because he's from space, and he's not wearing Mandarin robes to look cool and mysterious. He was actually supposed to be, like, Chinese and stuff. Mercifully, they didn't put Yellowface on him. You know, that's another classic Doctor Who episode which suffers from an unnerving amount of Yellowface, which is really unfortunate, because it's also a really good episode. But I digress. Honestly, I think they could have passed that off nowadays, since nobody calls Chinese people Celestials anymore. I feel like they could have played that off as just being, you know, he is from space. He is a celestial being, as it were, from another dimension. Come on. Oh, actually, yeah. That's a thought. He doesn't have separate claws on his feet at all, so that would look weird if they were on his hands. I'll just... Bum. And that's Spyro. There he is. Oh, fiddle faddle. I'll just... Excuse me, dear. This is how I always used to draw claws. And then I realised it was kind of lazy and didn't look very good. Yeah, I didn't know it was a slur either. That's how outdated it is. It's so outdated that nobody even remembers it anymore. There we go, that'll do. Oh! Okay, no, I thought I missed this bit. I have missed his tail, though. I think I've drawn all of him. Yeah, we're not looking too bad, are we? Oh, Spyro's horn. Ah, yes. I always forget that I changed the settings. There we go. The tail. Yeah. I could also draw Spyro's tail, since that's not interfering with the wings. Let's move that over here or something. Doing assignments for your art appreciation class, and one of them requires you to draw something. Art appreciation is a class you can take? I didn't know that was even a thing. But if it's just... why would they require you to draw something if you're not an artist? Wouldn't that be just a thing for normal, actual art classes? See, Imaginary Land is in his own little imaginary land there. Yes, I kind of miss the old DeviantArt too, though. Sorry if that was rude, but that's not what we were talking about at all. Yeah, but yeah, DeviantArt is not what it used to be. With their stupid adoptables thing, which you know they only push so hard because they're profiting off it. And then they oh, that's right, I forgot even. They recently reinvented... They made their own version of NFTs. But they called them exclusives, and it's like... Why? You know that the crypto wasn't the only bad thing about NFTs, right? The concept is just stupid in general. So yeah, it's NFTs without the crypto. Like, great. They just made a thing where you can say that, oh, this piece is owned by this person, and you can like sell the rights to own like a particular one of your artworks and have auctions and stuff, and it's like, this is so stupid. Like, you don't actually own anything from this. We went over this with NFTs, and then NFTs crashed and burned. But they crashed and burned for other reasons. That was a sound I made with my mouth, to be clear. I have a slightly annoying habit of making flatulent noises with my mouth when I'm annoyed. I don't know if it's ever come out while I'm recording, though. It's just a 10-minute doodle, but still. So what is art appreciation class, then? Because I've never heard of that concept. Is it just like an enrichment thing? Where you learn about art history or something? I'm gonna refresh my memory on his tail spikes. Yes, well, he did have a lot of spines, didn't he? That was annoying to draw back in the day. Learning how to analyze and understand different forms of art. So why does that need to be a thing that you learn unless you're becoming an artist yourself, an art critic? Like, what's the purpose of it? Just for college credits? Yeah, but like, what are you supposed to be gaining out of it? Is that it? Is it just like, oh, you know, we could have this for the students to learn, or what? Like, you've got to be able to apply that knowledge in some way. I mean, you know, it's not like school in general uses that as a rule of thumb, but it would be nice if you could use it practically. And I'm putting all this effort into something which people are only going to see at very small sizes anyway. Well, unless they click the description link to see the full thing. What a good idea. You should totally do it too, viewers. People appreciate different kinds of art. I mean, I guess, I guess that's an admirable goal, but I don't know. I guess that's me, my autism brain again. Everything must have a practical application, otherwise there's no point to it. But then, yeah, I can't talk. I go on my Wikipedia binges. It's like, I'm never going to need to know about the transits of Venus. But at 3 AM, my brain decides it's the most interesting thing in the world. And then I'm like, what's that strange light? Oh, the sun's coming up. I've been in Wikipedia this whole time. I suppose, yeah, if they're just aiming for the equivalent of a Wikipedia binge, except a bit more official, then yeah, that's fine enough. That's admirable enough. If it's educational, then it's educational. Oh, that's what this song is. I remember now. I think I've varied the line thickness a bit when I didn't want to. Let me just especially the outlines should be thick. Extra thick even. Again, not in my line of work. Thickness is something I also have to worry about. Okay, I think that was all the worst offenders. This is a bit of a mess here. I don't think it really matters too much. I'll never use this information, but it's cool to learn. Yeah. Honestly, history is so interesting. I don't get why history lessons at school suck so much. It's like they just don't know how to teach it in an interesting way. Yeah, and it's fashionable to rag on American schools for only teaching American stuff, but I only learned British stuff at school. I didn't even know about the Indian partition until it was on Doctor Who. Or Rosa Parks, for that matter, in the same series. We only learned about that one archbishop who got murdered, and then the king was really upset about it because he was his mate, and World War II, and the English Civil War. That was it, really. And I learned about the English Civil War from reading horrible histories. Which, again, it was just books to teach kids history. And it's, oh, look, this is inherently interesting. But schools just managed to make it rubbish. That's it? Well, that's all I remember. There is a lot more. I mean, I'm probably oversimplifying. That's all I remember. I suppose I should stress that, yeah, I did not get very much out of history at school at all. My history teacher was much more interesting than the subjects he taught. And I don't mean he was very charismatic, I mean he was a bit of a loony. He was prone to outbursts. Like, I remember one time when he lost his temper with someone who didn't have their textbook, and he threw the textbook at them. But that's small potatoes, considering compared to the other anecdote I have about him throwing something. There was one time when someone came in late to class and was like, "Oh, I don't know where to sit. Is there a chair available?" And the teacher was like, "There!" And he pointed at a desk in the corner of the room. And but there was no chair behind it. So the student was like, "Oh, but there's no chair there." And so the teacher picked up a chair, hurled it across the room, and it landed perfectly behind the desk. And he was like, "Sit down!" It was kind of scary, but also kind of hilarious. You need to lecture me. What do you need to lecture me for? I've learned it. I've learned stuff, but I didn't learn it from school. That's what I was saying. I learned it from history, from books, you know, instead of some boring fellow giving me tests about it. The type of history I want to learn is Norwegian, but my parents did not buy me any books for that. It's pretty niche, I will say. Hey Dirk, you recognise this song? I must admit, I don't know anything about Norwegian history, to be honest, at all. Not that specific example. I've learned so much stuff about US presidents. For some reason, my Wikipedia binges always tend to involve US presidents eventually. I know much more about presidents than I know about British prime ministers. Purple guy? Yep, that's it. The rip behind the slaughter. I should figure out that stupid wing. I think I'm just going to make it a bit bigger. Oh, whoops. No. I don't know what that is. I don't know what I'm accidentally pressing that makes it do that. Hylix 2. Finally. Oh, actually, no, this is technically not Hylix 2. This is, Moon Age Lobotomy. That's what it's called. Did you know that Norway has a penguin in its military and he has a pretty high rank? I didn't even know we had penguins up that far north, actually. I thought penguins were a southern hemisphere thing. But that's pretty funny. I'm sure there's a very serious story behind it. Okay, I think this will be fine for the wing then. Just don't draw too much attention to it, unlike how I have in this video. Oh, now that's tangenting as well. Bum! And I keep talking about tangents, I don't know if anyone even knows what that means. Nils Olav? Or is that Olaf? He is the mascot and colonel-in-chief of the Norwegian King's Guard. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, there's a photo of him inspecting troops. That's so funny. He gets promoted each time they visit the zoo. Oh, I see. I see. It's a It's a whole lineage of military penguins. He's so adorable, yeah. So King Penguin, not native to Scotland or indeed Norway. Yeah, there you go. Why though? Oh. Right. I see. So they gave it was a Norwegian person who gave a penguin to the zoo. Oh. And then a guy called that he liked the penguins. Okay, I see. But then they just thought it would be fun to have a penguin have an official rank, I guess. Okay. Oh, whoops! I didn't actually. Yeah, that's my reference image. Yes, that's much more interesting than me explaining what tangents are. So you saved yourself from an artist lecture there. Let's hide that. Oh, I don't know. Excuse me, dear. I'll put this. Yeah. Dear, excuse me. I suppose so. I suppose, yeah, there might well be Scandinavian stuff in Scotland. I mean, yeah, I mean, that reminds me of the Battle of Hastings, which is another iconic thing that I'm sure I must have learned about in school, but I just don't remember learning about it in school. And yeah, the most interesting thing I remember learning in history in school was the King Henry the Third or Fourth or whatever he was, and his archbishop mate who got murdered. That's it. Thomas Becket, his name was. Because that was one that I didn't learn about from Horrible Histories. And actually, there was a very recent discovery where they, I guess you would call them archaeologists. Actually, no, I don't know what the term is, but scientists were digging up 800-year-old alpine ice and found concentrations of lead had increased that amount of time ago, and were like, huh, where did this come from? And it turned out that to make up for the bishop being murdered, then King Henry the whatever he was paid for the construction of more churches which had lead roofs, so there was more lead pollution in the atmosphere for that period of time, and it drifted all the way over to the Alps. Crazy. I think that's the most interesting part of the whole story, to be honest. Spira's bum, yeah. Goes up around here. Oops. Yeah, it was absolutely an incredibly pivotal moment in our history. No, Oh, right, I forgot you can't do that. I have to, do this. No, not that. I have to do this. There we go. All that for such an insignificant thing. There we go. Right, and I should, oops. English really is such a mangled language. Not as bad as some, but oof. Yeah, and when I heard why certain, like, why, you know, chickens produce chicken, but cows produce beef. What? And pigs produce pork. It's because the word for the meat comes from the French word, which, you know, the French nobles ruling over the Anglo-Saxon peasants. The peasants had to rear the animals, but the nobles got to eat the meat. So that's how we ended up with this weird hybrid. So if we're going off topic at times, oh, okay, that's fine. I think we all are somewhat guilty of just, I mean, literally what I do on YouTube is just think out loud. And maybe it's interesting, maybe it isn't. Probably not, which is why I have editing. That is not a good foot, but that's more or less how his limbs look in the game, so whatever. Yeah, it is a very interesting topic. I feel like the most baffling language has to be Japanese for me, though, because of how they have two completely different alphabets, which both have 50 characters each. 50, and then they have the Chinese kanji set as well, which is 50,000 characters. Literally, why? Why would you keep that? Why would you make up your own katakana and hiragana alphabets and then keep the kanji as well? When they're so nightmarish to learn them all, where actual Japanese people don't learn more than a few thousand. It like defies all logic. You know, just hop a few hundred miles over, or even not even that far, and you have Korean, which was the writing system for that was constructed in like the 1400s, and it's beautiful. It makes so much sense, and it's one of the easiest languages to learn as a result. Whoops. You know, it's a meme that English is hard to learn, but at least we only have 26 letters and that's it. You know, I respect people who can learn multiple languages a lot. It's something I could never do. I've learned Japanese katakana, but only because that's how they write made-up words like kaiju names and Pokemon names. That's what made me learn in the first place. My mum's learned a bit of Korean. She got really into K-dramas and Korean food as well. And I have to say, Korean food, very nice. Love me some army base stew, that's my favourite meal. Didn't even have it until adulthood, and I was like, I have been missing out on this. I mean, yes, we have punctuation, but that's beside the point. Every language has punctuation. My point is that we don't have... You know, like, katakana is sort of the equivalent of italics for us. But, like, when we use italics, we just tilt the letter slightly for most of them. We don't do a completely different letter. It's just so confusing. And the katakana forms, except for hair for some reason, hair is the only one which looks the same in both versions. But most of them look completely different. And it's like, why? How did this system even happen? I mean, to an extent, every language is going to have that leftover stuff from earlier versions, which is like, what? How did this happen? But a lot of why language changes is out of convenience, and that is certainly not convenient. That's why the Korean writing system got invented, so they wanted to have their own. I've been going for 2 hours, wow. Yeah. Okay. I do like Spyro's pose in this. I looked up reference images of cats running. Look at him, what a goober. Which is why it's changing, but oh, I just realised this is playing. But like, they're still keeping the same 3-alphabet system, aren't they? If they completely overhauled it, then that would be like, oh yeah, they got tired of how complicated it is. So, like, is stuff actually changing in Japanese? This is one of those things that gets recognized by the copyright system, but you're allowed to... It doesn't get nuked, so... I'm fine with some corporation owning the monetization to my livestream VODs, just not my normal videos. Maybe if I got big enough to make money off these, it wouldn't be much anyway, but maybe then I would care about that. If people are forgetting it, well, they're not forgetting it, are they? They're keeping the tradition alive. I'm talking from an outsider perspective. And, I mean, yeah, I suppose there are, actually, come to think of it, there are several Japanese letters which have fallen out of use. Like we and where, for instance, they're just not a thing anymore. And whoa, for that matter. I don't know why all the W's, but that's more just how they write stuff. It's not because it was too confusing to remember. They've still got tens of thousands of kanji to wrap their heads around. I hope for their sake that they manage to simplify their system a bit. The Japanese is complicated, but that's the thing. Japanese is complicated for reasons far beyond its writing system, but also the language itself. There's so much nuance to how people talk to and about each other, and even about themselves. Like, imagine having a dozen different words for I, or however many it actually is. It's unthinkable to an English speaker. And well, yeah, that's another point in favour of English, actually. How every other European language has... everything is gendered for some reason. And there's that one meme... maybe I could find it. No, maybe I... Actually, I do know how I would find it. I gotta log in. It should be in my favourites on Know Your Meme. Aha! I'd better just mute my microphone while I'm typing in my password. Okay. No, do not save my password. I have a brain, I can remember things, thank you. No, my favourites. What? No. Favourites, images. It's slightly broken. Where is it? Yes, there it is. There it is. I knew it had to be there. Oh. I love this. Well, English, French, Italian, German is sitting there with all these different ways to say the, and English is just here like... Japan is a very cultural preservation society. Yeah, that's true. And is that one of those things that's out of convenience, where English just has the, or is that just a coincidence? I mean, considering how much shared DNA English has with French and German... It is a mystery, but one I am thankful for personally. I mean, I'm sure, you know, if I was raised with that, then it would be no problem, but... oh, boy. Gendered language is, like, just causing its own problems nowadays, like the whole Latinx thing. Oh boy, I should be glad Emily isn't in the stream, or she would have flipped her lid just hearing me say it. Yeah, that was actually music from a Super Nintendo game called Live Alive, but remixed to have the tune of the Bad Apple song. This one is remixed to be Hotel Mario and Rickroll. My goodness. Yeah, I need to do Spyro's belly stripes as well. I didn't even think about that. Oh well. Not another one. I think it's funny, personally. Not at all a bad song either, just really, really cheesy. Okay, there's not much... Oh, I forgot his pupils. There's not much left to line now. I've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes, so maybe we'll do some colouring. Circles, the best thing to draw. Oh. There we go. This is another reason why I use vector lines, because you can just do that. It's so convenient. Even with the little annoyances with how they're implemented. Or we could go down Wikipedia rabbit holes. True. Yes, and I'm drawing Spyro's eyes, here, the highlights on his pupils, specifically the highlights, because that's how they look in the game. So instead of doing it the way I normally would, I do it the stupid looking way. Ah yes, because I'm the best artist in the world, and every way I draw something is automatically the non-stupid way. Right, I'm gonna take a BRB for a second. I'll be back. Enjoy the music. Oops. Okay. Yeah, my laptop screen turned off. And it needs charging. Where is the cable? There is the cable. There goes the cable. There we go. There was a cup of tea waiting for me, so it's a tea stream. Also got some raspberry and vanilla twist Oreos. I'll try not to... What on earth? What was that? I'll try not to ASMR the mic too much. The other day, to deal with the stress of having to give myself a sponge bath while the bathroom is being dug up and rearranged, I went to the shop on a snack run, and basically I bought anything that I thought looked slightly interesting. So I got these Oreos, and I got some cheese and jalapeno peanuts, and I got Walker's Max Spicy Prawn Cocktail Crisps, and you know, with the extreme styling, with the big chunky distressed letters that these extreme versions of brands always do. And then you try them and it's like, yeah, these are alright, I guess. You've got no more flavour than the usual ones. But yeah, these Oreos, they're fine. They taste very fake, but I like fake pink flavour, so that's fine for me. Excuse me. This theme is definitely apt for the Lost Levels. So when you say that all you would do is trace the art like the reference, is that a self-control thing? Are you saying that you couldn't stop yourself from doing it? Oh my goodness. I am going to poop. Well, that definitely sounds even more crazy out of the context of the video, but that's the thing from the Spyro playthrough. I promise it was entirely justified me saying that in context. Does anyone recognise this song, by the way? It's an intriguing slice of internet history. Well, it's using the instruments from Pewter City from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but it's using the tune of the most mysterious song on the internet, which is that German song from the 80s, which nobody can identify. It's just made by some obscure, forgotten band. Yeah. Yeah, everyone forgot about that song, apparently. It is a mystery. Well, maybe I don't understand... Maybe I don't have a full understanding of the issue, but I mean, wouldn't a way to stop yourself from tracing be to just not have the reference image on the same screen? Like have it be on a computer screen or your phone or something. Oh. I just realised what the song is. It's Steam Gardens from Mario Odyssey. Okay. Biscuit crunching is concluded. Right. Model painting. I did that once with a Doctor Who thing, funnily enough. Yeah, what a shocker, am I right? It was a thing with the Doctor and Martha and the TARDIS. But yeah, I've just never been a fan of physical media for traditional media for art. So I found the paint annoying to work with, and it was like, ooh, do a dry layer here and a wash here, and it was like, excuse me, dear. And they didn't provide enough of the blue color for the TARDIS. Like, they had plenty of the other colors, but that one is like you're painting this huge thing, and it had a tiny little pot the same as all the other colors. Great. Your demons say no. Okay. Oh dear. Actually, wait a minute. Isn't this something else? Isn't this not... What song is this? Push off. Oh, it's Viva La Vida by Coldplay. Wow. Should get you a rip that can do both, I guess. I didn't even realise that at all. Yeah, of course I recognise it now, because I've heard it in other rips. Not the original. I might have listened to it once out of curiosity, but Coldplay are not one of those bands that I would voluntarily listen to their music. Oh. A nice Mew More remix. And Spyro Sparks has stripes as well. The wings are annoying. No matter what I do, the wings are going to be overlapping something. Unless I draw them, like, coming out sideways. That is kind of their default state, so maybe I'll do that. Oh, Sparks, me lad, where are you? I could do Spyro's belly stripes right now. Oh. Well, there should be something here. But in the in-game image I'm seeing, there isn't something there. That's weird. Excuse me. Yeah, go on then. Oh yeah, I didn't even finish that thought about the model painting. Yeah. Well, I suppose I did kind of by saying that I didn't really find the paints very fun to work with, but I think I would also just find it very limiting to be painting a thing that someone else already made, and then I'd just be asking myself, what am I achieving by doing this? You know, I would rather just get the model already painted without having to do it myself. I think that might, again, be autism brain being overly practical and stubborn about things. Because for me, that's kind of like unsalted crisps, where they come with a little sachet of salt that you're supposed to sprinkle in and shake it up, and it's like, why? This is just going to lead to boring, ready salted crisps, but with the salt, like, unevenly distributed. This is just worse on every level, but people do it because of the novelty. Also, I just spat all over my mic. Yeah. But nowadays, even the model itself, I would be like, why do I even have this? I'm not going to play with it like I did when I was a child. I don't play with toys anymore. I just, I have all my army of Daleks on my bookshelf, but all they do is gather dust. Your models are part of a tabletop game, okay. Also, I'm loving this right now. I forgot, I don't remember this one on my playlist at all. How do I make this not tangent with his body? Gordon Bennett, why is art got to be so difficult, eh? Ugh. I'll just do it like this. So what if it overlaps his nose a little bit? Who even cares? I care. It will bother me forever. But oh well. Okay. Starting to feel a little wear in my wrist there. I was actually thinking during my break about how I actually feel fine. There are 4 limiting factors in how long I can stream for. My wrist, my voice, my back from sitting in the same position, and how late at night it is. But only my voice was feeling any strain. And with the cup of tea, it's now feeling a lot better. So now it's my wrist's turn to be grumpy, I guess. My sanity? No, honestly, even with how stressful it is, every time it's so stressful to start a recording. Within 5 or 10 minutes, I'm like, oh yeah, I love doing this actually. What is this? Oh, it's just a remastered DKC thing. For something called Hothead Bop, it's incredibly chill. What? Yes. Imaginary land indeed. Oh, he doesn't have detail on his wings, does he? No, don't think so. I mean, that's a really low quality JPEG, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Push off. Oh, and it's a broken site, so I can't actually view the full image. Great, cool. I think that's pretty much everything except for the stripes. Yeah, wow, that's actually everything. Coolio. Maybe I should do that on a separate layer. Kind of should have done the wings on a separate layer, actually. I'll do Spyro first, since that's the reference image I have up. There he is. He's got such a stupid face. Oh, that's from the Enter the Dragonfly Reborn thing. Like, come on, guys, you can do better than just giving him some more polygons. Make him not have a stupid face, please. Yes, whatever, it's not like I'm gonna play that. Actually, I don't know, I don't suppose anyone would know, but I don't actually know anything about this Enter the Dragonfly Reborn thing. Maybe it's actually good, who knows. Yeah, it's like a fan remake. I've seen very little from it. In fact, I didn't even know it existed until it showed up in my Google image results the other day. Oh no, wait, no, I wasn't even... I was looking at a reignited PC mod that made it into Enter the Dragonfly. So I don't know what Enter the Dragonfly Reborn is at all. Hang on. Sleep deprived? Well, go to bed then. As soon as the caffeine wears off. Oh, well. This just says HD models for a little project. Oh, this one has a super smooth applied to make it look better. Well, I'm sorry, Crash Arky, but smoothness does not a good model make.
Yeah, well, why don't you make a better model yourself?
Well, imaginary person, I don't need to be able to make 3D models myself to know that just smoothing it out is not how you make something look good. Bum. Oh. There's that Genesis twang everyone loves. Or Mega Drive twang as I would know it. That is so perfect. There he is. Oh. This one has a video, so I guess maybe I should show it. Let's see if this works. Whoop. No. I don't... Oh. Whoops. There it is.
What's this? What did you find? Tell me now before I change my mind.
There we go, dear.
You're telling me.
The distraction panel was supposed to be a really convenient thing that I could just pop on to have a nice little overlay that shows the song, but with the way Chrome and OBS interact with each other, it's actually really fiddly. And just it's hard to remember which layer is which in the moment.
So, Tailsy, what will it be? Let's see. This wonderful precise calculator. Tell me your choice. It's a simple task. You could have total domination of Mobius. All you have to do is ask. What do you want?
I'm not sure why in this person's headcanon, I Teach Vader, yeah, that's the name. I'm not sure why in his headcanon Tails is Robotnik's son, but I don't know, I kind of like it.
And your price is no object. Not that thing. What's this? Let's see what you got. Show me now before I blow my top. So what will it be? Even my
God, I love this right now. Bum.
When I
Okay.
shoot, you fire.
Yeah, I think that is everything then. Let's go do sparks now. Oh, whoops! I wasn't even thinking. Bum. Oh, who even cares? This was pointless.
Even my laboratory.
Right. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, this is rendered by the same person from earlier. Sparks also looks pretty bad in Enter the Dragonfly.
Your choice, you
My drawing of him is actually quite flattering.
all right.
I should have made the lines a bit thicker there. Right. Well then, yeah. Right, all of these actually. Let me add up. Add up. Not bad, eh? Maybe there's a better way to do the composition, but I'll figure that out later. If I do have to joggle things around a bit, then it's, you know, it's all vector lines, so it can be rescaled, no problem. Right, let's do... Right. And conveniently, I have the boys' palette right here. Right. Oh, I can never remember if fill up to vector path actually works. Oh, well, it actually does. Yeah, well. It still leaves annoying little white pixels, but it's better than nothing. Actually, wait a minute, can I do like one area scaling as well? No, it doesn't work. Yes, my tail isn't visible. But that would have been even more things to clutter up this area. It's so convenient that this color palette system exists. I can just pop over and do that. I don't need to even switch to the picker tool in between. Let's see if this works. Okay, there's nothing. Okay, there are no open lines anywhere. Cool. Right. YouTube to bring back dislikes? Oh, absolutely. It was an absolute brain dead move on their part. Like, there's no way they could... And they tried to spin it as to protect people's feelings, but really it's... But, like, the creator still sees dislikes if you dislike their video, so what? It's just only visible to them now. was definitely just because corporate channels were sick of people disliking their stuff. Thankfully, the return YouTube dislike extension is good. It's not perfect, but it's good. And it only sometimes breaks for a few days. And it's the best we're going to get, because there's no way YouTube is going to listen to reason. It's to prevent people from not watching a video so they can get more ad revenue. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think of that. Really? I suppose that could be a reason as well. Wow. Man. Yeah, imagine YouTube actually deliberately making people watch bad reviews.
Now delete System 32.
Alright, well, the guy in the tutorial said to do it. Invert this so I can see the colours better. Dark Lizard is revealed. Oh. Get over there. Oh, no, that's not even going to be this colour, so I should not be too precious. Need to do his markings still. Okay. 5-minute crafts. Yeah, those are the ones who... Oh, what was one of the things they did? Like... I don't even remember now. But yeah, they did really stupid and dangerous stuff. Like stuff that would take way more effort and be way more dangerous than just buying the actual thing, like a homemade soldering iron. Okay, I need to pull up the reference of the boy himself now. To keep his markings consistent. And because I'm on Chrome, it doesn't have all the history, and it doesn't remember... I'm just going to Google green is the handsomest colour and see if it comes up. Whoops. There it is. Okay. I mean, well, his whole forearm is teal, actually, so I can just do this. And then, really, the markings should be like here, but I think I'll fudge it a little bit. So it looks a bit less weird. Okay. And oh, this one doesn't have his legs in it. That one does, though. Yes, okay. No, no. There we go. Well, that's going to be red, actually. Never mind. This... yeah. Yeah. Probably, we would probably all be better off if channels like that were banned. Like, if you post a tutorial for something that's harmful or dangerous, and you're going to remove, you know, the platform's going to remove the dislike option, then it's like, aren't you going to do something else to stop them from doing this? It's not like they're providing any value to the world. All they're doing is providing other YouTubers something to react to in horror. And you certainly have to feel like they are doing it on purpose. No publicity is bad publicity, after all. Oh yeah, it's facial markings, duh. Nope. What is this? Is it Mewmore again? No! Oh, right, yeah, Vinny, like, tweeted this song. They're making YouTube money through ad revenue. I suppose they are. They're just sad. Oh yeah, that's the tab I wanted. Yeah. Oh dear, excuse me. I mean, that looks right, but it doesn't feel right. Oh no. Is that gonna... Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's no way to win really when you're relying on advertisers, because they'll get sniffy about anything, regardless of whether it's actually harmful or not. As much as I'm not a fan of swearing myself, it's like literally, what harm is it going to do your brand if the YouTuber says, like look, I don't get why it's, you can't swear in the first 7 seconds or 30 seconds or 60 seconds or whatever the rule is this week. I guess that's when kids are most likely to be watching, but why do you get demonetized for that? You get demonetized for being too adult, and you get demonetized for being too... Well, essentially demonetized for being too child-friendly, because then you get your video marked as being for kids, which destroys its chances, and it's... What? Why? I've done this wrong. Oh, of course it's Obladi Oblada. Silly me. How could I forget? Another masterpiece from Paul McCartney. I like Obladi Oblada, it's fun. you know, defending it to a chat room of people who have no idea what it is. No. Pressing the wrong butt again. And another reference to the Spyro. I should stop referencing it when people haven't seen it. Even my brother doesn't remember it too well. He didn't even... I brought up to him how the episode where we got a game over had like a bizarrely high view count, and not only that, but most of the people watching just skipped to the part with the game over. And then not only did they watch exclusively the part with the game over, 50% of them rewound and watched it again. I don't know what was so fascinating about the game over, but it's just one of those things. I've put that too far down. Bum. But yeah, I asked him. He didn't even remember that we did get a game over at one point. It's a bit of a shame, but it was a long time ago for him. I mean, it was 5 years ago, but it's a significant proportion of his life. I mean, yeah, wow. Yeah, like here. Oop. Yeah, and after all the fuss they make, they still show inappropriate stuff in their ads, which is baffling to me. Maybe they're just taking what they can get at this point and hoping nobody notices. But they do things that are supposed to protect minors, but then they seem to make all of the worst... They seem to choose all of the worst ways to do it, which don't actually help. Like, I don't get why making videos for kids unable to be put into playlists. I don't get how that helps. How that protects minors at all. It's just annoying for everyone else when, oh great, this Brony song from 2013, which I like, you know, the creator hasn't been seen online in 8 years, and I can't, like, there's no way to alert them to this so they can fix it or anything. So it will forever be unable to be put into my playlist. What a stupid system. Oh, hey Blue. Oh, you couldn't chat because there was a short in the background again. Yes, I was getting existential, wasn't I? Well, it's nice to see you even for a little bit. That's not what his markings look like at all. Wow, I'm... Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So many little brush strokes. So little time. I don't know why this is called Funky's Fugue. It is most certainly not a fugue at all. I don't even know what a fugue is, and I can tell you that. It's like a classical music thing. I definitely remember Blue, some favourable comments from Blue on those old videos. Wasn't that so long ago? We were so young. Thanks. I do squirm slightly when people compliment my voice, but I'm glad it has that effect on you and makes you feel calm and relaxed and not, you know, making you want to turn the sound off. Even when I'm slightly hoarse as I am now. What? I pressed the wrong button again. Oh, there's another Beatles rip. My goodness, guys, I wonder if Lynn might be a fan of the Beatles. Bum, you know, actually, the way I had it before looked better for this angle. BRB, killing myself. Fine, I'll just... Haha, just artist things. It's not like his markings are super consistent anyway. So I really should have trusted my gut there. Wow. I'm not drawing it again, so this has to be the last time. There, me. You can like that or you can lump it. Yeah, no, clearly, I don't care for the Beatles at all. There's no indication of me having a fondness for them at all. Never. Never in my whole life. Good enough. Good enough. But I did make his quote-unquote socks a little high as well, so I'm going to have to fix that now. Much as I do like my high sock markings, to keep them in check, they're not always what you want. Well, they might be what you want, you sickos. But... I'm feeling more energetic than I was earlier. The vibes have gone from, you know, definitely a lot less chill. But that's good. You don't want to have the same energy all the time. We're talking about history and stuff. Imagine. A whole bunch of nerds, am I right? You loved a B-movie. Okay. Random, but cool. Yes, it's a very strange film. I've never watched it myself, and I don't think I ever will, but I can respect it for being different. Even if it's just more weird than it is funny. Oh my goodness. Inspector Gadget. There it is. I don't know where his crotch should go. What am I? His proctologist? Proctologist. No, joke ruined. Yeah, it needs to go in further. He's a skinny boy. What? No. Inspector Gadget theme slaps. It makes for very good rips, I can tell you that. Funny story. I wanted to watch Inspector Gadget when I was a child because it seemed cool. He's a guy who turns into gadgets. What could be cooler than that? But the way we watched things back then was by DVD rental, because this was like 2008, or probably about then. I don't know, maybe 2006, 7. And we rented it. We rented Inspector Gadget, but it turned out to be the wrong thing. It was Inspector Gadget's field trip, where he just goes around real live-action locations, and it's an edutainment thing, and it was like, this isn't what I wanted. So we sent it back without watching it, and then that was it, and I never saw the real thing. The only Inspector Gadget thing I watched was the live-action movie, Skull Emoji. I agree. Oh my goodness. I almost spat out my drink. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, his tail is missing, and I agree, he does look somewhat naked without it, but, like, where would it go? Like, look at how much stuff is going on here. It's cluttered enough already, so I made the executive decision to not include the tail, and just say it's on this side where you can't see it. Excuse me. I need to get this guy's palette now. I think I'll colour in Spyro. I don't think I'll colour in Spyro right now, because it's my laptop. The colours are wrong, so it would be much more effort to... Oh, wow, speaking of old brony music. Yeah, I need to... Actually, I could take that reference image from earlier. Pop it in Discord. Then go into Discord here. Oh boy. Right, don't show anything embarrassing, please, Discord. If you will ever even start up. It's quicker to do this than to upload it to my Google Drive and download. And there we go, and I take this, and no, I want to take the image. No, I'm right-clicking on the image. Why are you like this? There we go. And there we go. Really wish I could chat with you more. As I said, I get calmer hanging around here, but I think we should go to sleep. Okay, go to sleep then. Have pleasant dreams. I don't know if you're the sort of person to leave something like a stream on when you go to sleep. Maybe you could leave my voice on for extra ASMR. Pokemon Sleep. Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, let's try and decipher this sketch. Okay, there's nothing there. Right. Maybe there should be. Maybe there should be something there. Oh, I don't know. I'll just leave it. being able to say, oh, it's good enough, is a skill that I need to learn more of, honestly. I think that's all the skin he's showing. Yes. When we were designing his scaly character, he insisted that it be wearing clothes because it was too weird to not wear them. Because he is categorically not a furry at all. Unfortunately, it might have been nice, you know, but it just made me look. It made it look like I was weird for not wearing anything. Don't let your perfectionist side win. Lynn ASMR would be good. Oh wow, I just saw that comment. No, ASMR is very much not my thing. It makes me cringe more than I don't even get. I kind of get some kind of tingly feeling when someone's whispering in my ear, but it's not. Oh my goodness, this one. It's not what I would call a pleasant sensation. When I watch things, again, in Autism Brain, I want it to have some kind of purpose aside from just being, oh, it's such a vibe, man. Like, it's entertaining or it's informative. Or that's pretty much it. He looks better with clothes. Yeah, well, it works for the character that we designed. In some ways, I still prefer the first take version that I did. I'll try and find it. But yeah, hang on. Gotta go into the depths of my gallery. It's like 2018, but I didn't upload it in 2018, or did I? I don't remember. Maybe I did. Where is it? Oh boy. What on earth? Where is you? There you is. Okay, so that's the design sheet for what I ended up with here. I doodled him a few times, and by the time we got to like here, he started to come together. But the first version was a fair bit different. He was a little more lizard-like, I suppose. And yeah, no clothes. But the hair was more like his actual hair as well. Like, the boy's hair is like my actual hair. But he insisted on clothes, and he envisioned a different art style for his. And the weird robot on the shirt is actually one of his characters. You can't really see him here, though. Oh. Can't really see him here, though, unfortunately. I think I said this earlier already, but I think the design holds up well enough without looking too out of place next to the boys' 2021 redesign. Actually, yeah, that's a thought. The boy was brand new when I did this. I designed him in August 2018, and then I started working on the Spyro series in October. Yeah, this is supposed to be a bigger circle, and then I cut it off at the bottom because he's smiling. Yes, thank you. It's annoying that you have to double tap in CSP to... Huh? Okay, to get the colour thing to come up. Oh, what is this? No, what is that? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh! Oh my goodness, it was Yi! How did I not realise? ...2018 was not a fun year for you. That's a shame. 2018 was like right before I got my act together with art. Oh. His eyes aren't quite looking in the same direction. Wow, what a late time to notice that. Why does this work so well? He's not pogging. That's a totally different thing. I've got a drawing of that as well. Not of him, but... Remember this? That, my friend, is pogging. That is pogging. That is not pogging. Know the difference. It can save your life. Oops. Okay. Oh, he's quite adorable, isn't he? And his clothes, yes. I may be limited. Ah, that's what that colour is, of course. I couldn't remember what that colour was for. I think I'll use it for his claws now. Whoops. I maybe limited his palette a bit more than I needed to. Yeah, like I said, 2018, I was still figuring things out. It was when I was learning how to do colour schemes better. What is this line meant to be? Wait a minute, did I goof? Did I goof here? Did I colour in the wrong part? Oh wow, it's another Beatles rip. Who could have seen that coming? Yeah, I goofed. I coloured in the wrong part. Pog is Pog, and this is not Pog. He needs to be going ooh while smiling. It's the law. Right. Yeah, that's the mistake I made. I coloured in this part instead of this part and this part. There we go. And oh, guess what? It's another Beatles rip. Or did I already say that? Yeah, and beep pop. I suppose I should be wrapping it up soon. It's nearly 11 o'clock, my goodness. But, yeah, I'm kind of game to keep going, honestly. But I don't want it to be too... Oh, it's been 3.5 hours! What? I mean, some of that was not actually live, so the VOD will be shorter, but what? Yeah, when I finish colouring the bro in, as I call him, then I'll... Are you serious? Then that'll have to be it. A song to add to my playlist, eh? I guess will you be posting that in Discord then? Oh my goodness, there's Reese's Puffs in the background too. Oh, okay. Do the Harlem Shake. That lines up way too well. Yeah, his character is definitely not the same species as mine, despite supposedly being my brother. Yeah, this was before I made any of the other Linzards. I mean, the Zinza kind of counts, but he was 2019. And then Katzerd was late 2019, and Beepers was 2021. Or was he? Was he 2020? I think he was 2020 actually. Like literally nobody cares about this aside from me, but... Yeah, better before. Actually, I think part of what's making it look weird is that the colours are so different. I should move it in a little bit still. No.
This is for all the imitators, perpetrators, and haters. This is something new. The cast will slide.
Oh my goodness. For a moment I was like, what on earth is this? But now I remember. Another rip, which is way better than it has any right to be.
Turn it out. To the left.
Oh, who even knows?
One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky.
Oh yeah, I need to... One last thing, I need to do their eye colours as well.
One hop this time. One hop this time.
No,
Right foot, two steps. Left foot, two steps. Slide to the left.
why is the image
Slide to the right.
faded? That's weird.
Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha real smooth. Let's go to work.
Why are my DeviantArt images faded? Okay, refreshing fixed it. That was weird. Right, that's not even correct. I guess I've... hang on. Horns, eyes 2, tongue, eyes 1. Okay. Well, that's the colours I used then. Very thoughtful of me to leave the notes there.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 5 hops this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Right foot again. Left foot again. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands.
I didn't even know what this song was, really. But
Check it out, y'all.
when I heard this, I was like, oh, right, I definitely recognize Cha-Cha Real Smooth and Everybody Clap Your Hands. I definitely recognize those.
Like it never, never stop. Can you bring it to the top? 1 hop. Right foot now. Left foot now,
Oh,
y'all.
wait,
Cha-cha, real smooth.
yeah, horns.
Turn
Right.
it out. To the left.
Yeah.
Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. 1 hop this time. Reverse. Reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Reverse.
Cha-Cha Slide is legendary, yeah.
Cha-cha.
So I've come to learn.
Now, y'all. Cha-cha.
I gave him red eyes. Yeah, I guess that fits enough.
To the left.
He could have...
Take it back now, y'all.
I could have put a couple more things in his palette.
2 hop, 2 hop. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's
Maybe
stop.
teal eyes would have suited him.
Hop it out now.
But yeah, I'm not going to start
Slide to the
changing things about the design. I said this in the Discord, but I even debated using the boys' like 2018 design for this thumbnail. But because that's how he looks in the intro that's in the video and in the graphics of us passing the controller to each other. But I decided that for the sake of branding, if nothing else, then I should keep the current design.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 4 hops this time.
I feel it would just be confusing to people.
Left foot now. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Cha-cha again. Turn it out. Take it back now, y'all. Right foot, let's stop.
This is a little bit longer than it needs to be though, the song.
Time.
It's still fun though.
Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Right foot, 2 stomp.
His eyes still aren't quite right. I'm gonna have to do some... I think this one needs moving up now.
Slide to the right. Let me hear you clap your hand. Cha-cha again. Turn it out. To the
It
left.
was rather difficult to
Back now, y'all.
to
2 hops, 2 hops.
get his face right.
2 hops, 2 hops. Right foot, 2 stomps. Left foot, 2 stomps. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Oh, yeah. Get funky with it.
Yeah.
Get down now, y'all. Come on, come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
No.
Let's go to work. As I told you before, this is a Casper slide part 2. I am the originator of this slide. If anybody tell you any different, they're telling you dead wrong. So in the meantime, in between time, I'm out of here. Platinum.
Cool story, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Do that stuff. Do that. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes, let me say in my song that this is copyright me. I made this. Okay. Okay, bro. Well, I guess I'm done then. Yeah. And, yes. For... That's... Oh. He's got pink eye. Oh my goodness, what a time for this song to come on. Yeah, so the background is going to be these some of the nightmarish faces that we see from the characters in the game. We're running away from the horrors. So I already know exactly which screenshots I'm going to take to represent these. It's Hunter, Ripto, and the farmers from the worst level. But yes, I'm still not quite sure if I'm going to just have them ripped from the game for the thumbnail, or if I'm going to paint over them to make them, you know, higher resolution. I think I'm going to outline them for sure, but glorious, thank you. Actually, this it's not quite what I need here. I needed an excuse to keep the song going until it reaches that part. Yeah. Cool. Oh. Thank you. Come again. There we go. Well, there we go. I didn't save it that whole time. Oh, we're not looking too bad, are we? Maybe I should put a little little bit here of my tail. Maybe. I'll figure that out later. Well, I guess that's the end of the stream then. So, yeah, I think I can get this done in the next 3 days. Hopefully. That was definitely... I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth on line art. It's kind of tedious, but the fact that I can turn my brain off is kind of nice. And it's still satisfying to see it come together. So, do you have Doctor Who music in this playlist? Not as such. I have someone's remix of the Doctor Who theme, but that's it. I'll tell you about it in Discord if you're still interested. But for now, I'll cut off this glorious song and I'll end it off for tonight. Blech. So I'll see you all another time then. I feel slightly bad for not finishing it now, so I'm like kind of clickbaiting viewers by putting the finished version in the thumbnail, but yeah, we got part of the process. I got some fun discussion, and it's been nearly 4 hours, so I need to sign off now. Right, I'll see you, Doug. I'm glad you had fun watching because I had fun drawing. And stop.